entire For You page is like all these sad videos of y'all sitting outside of your house saying,
"There's no trick-or-treaters."
My husband and I got so much candy.
We haven't lived in this house long enough, so we don't know if anyone's coming tonight.
I just bought a lot in case.
Like bracelet, I thought they were gonna be super happy.
I have all this candy.
Why are no kids showing?
Oh my. I don't know why, but I seen all those Tootsie Rolls and I was like, I was so disappointed when they gave me freaking Tootsie Rolls. My favorite Halloween candy was like, I mean, chocolate, usually, like Aero, Kit Kat bars, any chocolate. And then if it's like those freaking sticky taffy ones. Yeah, Reese's Pieces. But like, if it's like freaking Tootsie Rolls or like any of those like salty taffy things, I was like, ugh, this sucks. This sucks. So many Swedes buy candy every year just in case, but no one ever comes. Oh no. Me on my way to the trunk or treats. Yeah, Laffy Taffy, saltwater taffy. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I'm still not the biggest fan, but like even as a kid, definitely not a fan.
Up to my house.
No one came trick-or-treating and I have all this candy.
I have no trick-or-treaters.
And no one came. No one passed by.
It's been an hour and there's still no one.
Like, does nobody trick or treat?
We were so excited to pass out the candy and just like, no one came. Do people not trick-or-treat anymore? I don't get it.
If you're an adult now, there's a very good chance you've noticed that something has been off about Halloween lately.
Yeah.
The general vibe of it has not been the same since you were a kid at all. But the reason for that is much more than simply just growing up. It seems like the spirit of Halloween in general has been weakening. Of course, everyone's experiences are different, but it can't be denied that there has been a mood shift over the years. I've scoured the internet, looked through comment threads, and even conducted a survey in my own community about this. And
Yeah, like, not true, nothing changed for me. Even in schools, like, I just remember getting excited for Halloween, actually. Like, I would actually get excited. I'd dress up, take our little buckets, and go trick-or-treating. Our mom would come with us, walk around. We would just love seeing everyone in all their costumes. It was, like, fun. It was fun. And then even in school, they would do, like, a Halloween party, and all the kids could dress up and stuff. And then that just stopped. It just stopped. No more. I bought a lot of candies just in case nobody came out. More for me, Katsuya, same brain. Same. My younger brother told me they don't do Halloween at school anymore because some other kids would feel left out because their religion forbids it or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what I heard too, like, in school when they stopped doing it. Because, like, people were offended by it. But, like, just don't go to the party. Like, they shouldn't have stopped having Halloween parties. Just if you don't want your kid going to the Halloween party, then don't send them to the party. But why ruin it for all the other kids? Because it was fun. I remember the freaking Halloween parties. Man, all the kids, we'd all dress up. We'd have freaking dancing in it. It was great. It was awesome. And if you don't personally want, like, believe in Halloween and you don't want your kid going, then just don't send them, you know? Like, it's unfortunate that, yeah, they're gonna feel left out, but that's that's only, like, that's not anyone else's fault. Like, I don't know. Christmas parties too, yeah. We'd have punch, snacks, a Halloween parade. Oh yeah, it was great. Like, they would have the students perform, like, dances and stuff on stage, like a little talent show. It was awesome. It was awesome. And yeah, and now it just doesn't happen anymore, so it's sad.
I keep seeing the same patterns showing up, seeing the same things said over and over again. At some point, for everyone, Halloween stopped hitting the same, and they've since been chasing those good feelings of the holiday they once loved so much. So let's look into why that is, and if you're one of the people that feel like this, I hope by the end of this video I'll be able to offer you that perspective so you can enjoy this spooky season even more. The majority of my Halloween experiences were in the 2000s. Like a lot of other people, I remember not being able to go to sleep the night before because of how excited I was. I remember dressing up and wearing my costume to school, where the classroom was heavily decorated and there were tons of themed activities for us to do all day.
I'm sorry. Literal flashbacks. Literally sending me with friggin' flashbacks here. The nostalgia. Like, come on, man. What's wrong with this? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm also eating a brownie. So much candy, I disapprove. No, it's just one day broccoli. It's fine. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm also munching on a brownie. Hawaiian punch. Hell yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I missed this. This is what it was. This is what it was. And then it just like fell down the hole into you do nothing now.
Day. Right afterwards, there'd be that anticipation.
Oh
Only
my
a
God,
few
yes.
hours until we all went door to door. Candy galore, eyes widening, seeing all the houses at night fully decorated. And then I'd come back home, going through my collection of sweets while a Halloween cartoon special was on the TV. That was the life. And it was what I looked forward to.
Oh my God, these cookies. I don't know about you guys, okay? But these cookies, I love. I love these damn cookies. Holy shit. Yeah, you'd get home after a fun night out trick-or-treating, and then, like, you separate all the candy into the ones that you want to just trash. I would, like, separate them all into my own bag. All the ones that I wanted. Make some dip in carrot sticks. No! Broccoli! I'm not inviting you to any parties. Joking. I have a story about one of the Halloween parties from school. Ooh, yes. Do tell, do tell.
Every single year. And now, it's not anything like that at all.
Now it's dead.
Again, obviously, that's a given considering we're grown up now. But there are a lot of other factors that go into Halloween feeling different. First of all, an adult Halloween will of course not be the same as the setting changes from trick-or-treating to drinking at bars or parties. There tends to not be that much candy involved, but at least the Halloween aesthetics are still around. Fun fact, from my survey, the overwhelming number of people that still celebrate Halloween as adults still dress up for it. So that was really good to hear. But
honestly, screw alcohol, I still want the candy. I don't want the alcohol, just bring candy instead. But even as, like he said, like, oh, obviously we're grown up into adults now, so it is going to feel different, but you can still tell, just visually, like, you can just still tell it's just different. Even, like, for kids these days, it's just different. It's just different. It's not the same.
let's pull back a bit and look at the lead up to the holiday. Something I've been noticing a lot is what I like to call the war on Halloween. Forget all that war on Christmas stuff, because this is the real holiday that's been consistently attacked. Over the years, in a variety of retail stores, the distance between Christmas Day and when Christmas supplies are put up grows even longer and longer.
Oh. So my second grade teacher's husband is a dairy farmer, and she brought these really long gloves for our candy. Like, the glove went all the way up to our shoulder. Damn. And we all thought it was cool to have an arm glove full of candy. Holy, that would be a lot of candy. My mom told me when I got home that the glove was to help with doing surgery on a cow. I remember being horrified about. Oh no! Oh man! Oh my gosh! What a weird, what a weird thing to put the candy in. I mean, obviously they would be unused, hopefully. But what the heck? That's so weird. That's so weird. What did he say here? Hold on, I have to go back just a couple of seconds.
Are put up grows even longer and longer. Distance between Christmas Day and when Christmas supplies are put up grows even longer and longer. It used to be normal seeing them up on display mid-November, and then it slowly crept into mid-October. And now they start showing up in September, and in some cases, even as early as August. The reason
Okay, I was like, whoa,
being,
what the hell was that? Okay, yeah, there was like Christmas already. Everyone's like, frick Halloween, just Christmas. Just Christmas. We don't need Halloween. Okay, like, to be fair, like, I never really did anything for Halloween. It's not that big of a thing for me. It only is now sort of. Like, I still don't really do anything for Halloween, but I do more for Halloween through my streaming. Like, I'll set up Halloween stuff for my stream, play spooky games, and that's more than I've ever done for Halloween. But yeah. As an adult, as a kid, I freaking loved Halloween. I dressed up, went trick-or-treating, everything. And if I had the money, I would go all out with Halloween decorations. We just did trick-or-treating. I hand out candy now that I'm adult. Yeah, see, I would do the handing out candy, but literally nobody. There's literally no kids on our street. I think our street is mostly consists of like older people. So if there is any families in our neighborhood that have kids, I think they take them to other streets to do their trick-or-treating. Here there isn't.
that Christmas is the biggest money-making holiday around. Naturally, retailers want to get in on that market early, as a good chunk of people do buy in advance. They're more willing to purchase Christmas stuff early compared to in December, a month where they're already spending a lot of money. Either way, having that stuff up right next to the Halloween section does sort of dampen the mood. It might be an exaggeration, but it's like you're being reminded that Halloween isn't that big of a deal anymore. That's compounded by the perception that there's a severe lack of trick-or-treaters now. A big reason for all of this is the pandemic. At a time where social distancing was advised, people still tried to
blaming everything on the pandemic
to make it work. Doing stuff like making pipes to slide candy down, or just leaving bowls of candy out near the sidewalk. But lots of families understandably opted out of trick-or-treating altogether, not wanting to take the risk. In the years after 2020, there was a concerning trend that a significant amount of people were leaning towards.
Hosting their first trunk or treat event for local children.
Oh, hey! The trunk or treating. Let's go! Oh my god, it looks like a little shopping. It looks like a shopping market. I'm gonna start blaming my sister on the pandemic.
Annual trunk or treat event.
Again, preps are still underway for the fall trunk or treat festival.
Kids will be going car to car to get candy,
this doesn't look bad. Like, you can still
prizes, games, and so much more.
What
you
it
can still
is
decorate.
how it sounds. In
Farmer's
packed
market.
parking lot.
Yeah, it looks like a farmer's market. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Everyone on the same spot. Yeah. Yeah, instead of having to go to multiple neighborhoods, everyone just gathers in the same spot.
The cars have their trunks open, and the kids go up to them to get candy. That's about it. Compared to actual trick-or-treating, It's much milder, to say the least.
I mean, yeah.
The trunks are sometimes decorated, but it's just not the same.
No,
it feels like something that was invented out of spite towards the holiday. It's an event where the kids wait in long lines to get as much candy as possible in the shortest amount of time, using the least amount of effort.
Oh, yeah. Never mind, I changed my mind. It seems terrible. It looked cool at first, but then yeah, now they just said that you freaking wait in line to just go through all the cars and then you're done. Trick-or-treating speed run. Oh my god. You just wait in line to go through all... Oh my god. That sounds so lame. That sounds so lame. Actual trick-or-treating. This is lame. What the hell?
So, it's no surprise that homeowner organizations have been consistently pushing for these kinds of events over traditional trick-or-treating. I've never been to one of these, but according to people who filled out my survey, it seems to be a lot more of a depressing sight than footage can capture, as the vibes are just simply not there. The Halloween spirit is largely absent, as there are also lots of kids who don't even dress up for it. Another reason why there seems to be less trick-or-treating is because, quite simply, there are less younger people that are owning homes. The older generation of homeowners are aging out, so...
Bro, because you can't afford homes, which is a whole other... It's a whole other story. Oh my god, I love his little, skeleton there in the background.
They're not able to participate in the way that they used to. Of course, we as adults aren't the ones going trick-or-treating for our own candy, but still, the concept of it is such an important part of the holiday. Seeing the decorated streets full of families all dressed up, and witnessing that environment dwindling is just discouraging. Imagine what it's like to be a lucky new homeowner that's really excited about finally being the one that's giving out candy, to finally be the one setting up all the cool decorations, to finally be on the other side of that door, and to only be met with a handful of visitors, if any.
Yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. It is sad. Homes are so unaffordable now. It's insane. And when you do find one that's affordable, you need to immediately dump 20K. Yeah. Would you guys go trick-or-treating still if you could? I mean, let me rephrase that. Would you guys still go trick-or-treating? Because you can. People would just kind of look at you weird. People would just look at you weird. Why can't adults go trick-or-treating? Why can't I relate to this? It's obviously because of our lack of treating with my kids. Kitsuya, you wouldn't. I'm 25, but I would. What is cocoa melon? Do I want to know what cocoa melon is? I would go trick-or-treating. I would freaking dress up and go. Oh my god, I would still do it. I don't give a shit. Let the kids have their trick-or-treating time, and then when the kids are done, then the adults can go out and trick-or-treat too. Like, why not? Why not? Oh, Halloween isn't a thing there. Okay, okay. It's one of the most subbed YouTubers for toddlers. Wait, what? Oh, Cocoa Melon. Okay. Oh my god. It's a kids show that is actually addicting. Right. Cocoa Melon. Oh, I've seen this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Infinite money. Frig my life.
That honestly breaks my heart.
Oh, baked beans.
And that leads to my next point. Now that we're older, the magic of
Why is it just
Halloween
sad
is
dogs?
harder to obtain because now we have to be the ones to put in that effort. When we were kids, the magic that we experienced, all those good memories, that was a result of the effort of adults. And now it's our turn. I'm sure all of you have aged out of trick-or-treating, but maybe you were still involved in some way, like taking the younger members of your family trick-or-treating or helping with their costumes. But now that you're an adult, it's difficult to put that same effort into yourself. Life gets in the way of that. Even people who still celebrate the holiday have a hard time maintaining that Halloween spirit all throughout the month. It was a lot easier to be excited non-stop as a child, where your biggest worry was a math test next week. For everyone that has celebrated as a kid, there has been a split. A moment in time where you realize that Halloween has changed. For most, myself included, it's around high school. That's when you get too old to trick-or-treat, but you're not an adult yet. In terms of Halloween celebrations, high school kids can't really do kid stuff, and they can't really do adult stuff either. It's also that same time period where they have more to worry about. It's when life first starts getting in the way. This is where the disinterest to the holiday forms, as the Halloween spirit is stifled during these years. And for those who still try to keep that spirit going during this time, they see all their friends who they used to celebrate with stop showing up to their Halloween get-togethers. Everyone is just too busy with their own thing. And
how do we put in the work when we can't afford a house? Yeah, like... I feel like, yeah, it's like a collective thing. Maybe people aren't taking their kids out really anymore. And also people really aren't decorating. Because even if you don't own your house, you can still put up like Halloween decorations and stuff. But I think it's probably more on the side of like, oh, it's too dangerous to go out or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it's too dangerous to take the kids out trick-or-treating now and stuff. Halloween is an American thing? Yeah, it seems to be, in the West. Instead of playing Halloween, we go to clean the graves of our loved ones. Because November 1st is the Day of the Dead here. Oh! Okay, okay. We usually go and light candles at the graves. And it's called All Saints Day. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay.
so, in a case of following the crowd, that person who once persisted just gives in. Because everyone else is growing up, so why shouldn't they? That type of thing is what happened to me. And I know I'm not alone here. In my survey, there was someone who wrote about something that happened in middle school. A downhearted recalling of when they were out trick-or-treating by themselves, and they just got really sad because they weren't having fun anymore. They were all alone, so they just cut the night short and went home early. Allow me here to be a little bit of a doomer, but there tends to be a general feeling of depression with getting older. That's especially the case nowadays. People get caught up and focused on school, work, family, dealing with monthly bills, or paying off debt. It's sometimes a struggle to just find a moment of peace. So it's no wonder that our anticipation of Halloween
Why am I suddenly being attacked here?
has lowered. There are a lot of other things in our lives that we have to take care of that take priority. And real quick, by the way, if your work is mostly at your computer, I gotta tell you about Elgato's Stream Decks. I use mine all the time because at the press of a key, they can make your workflow a lot smoother, especially when you get pre-made packs available in the marketplace. Additionally, they're also highly customizable,
we have a
so you can really make it your own.
In 1
Use
minute,
my link
ads
down
are
below
coming.
to check out all that Elgato has to offer. Thanks to them for sponsoring us, and thank you for listening.
Go get your
Now,
Steam Deck,
back
everyone.
to the video reminding you of all the work that's in the back of your mind.
Go get a Steam Deck too if you want one. Adception. We have ads. Our ads are starting in 45 seconds. So we will wait. Alright, the ad's over.
Not to mention, stressful world events. Take climate change, for example. We now have a constant reminder of how warm our planet is getting when it's
Climate change doesn't exist.
the week of Halloween and it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not easy getting into the spirit of the
Global
season
warming
when you're
doesn't
sweating. When you recall how your mom would put you in a warm jacket around this time of year, even on top of your really cool Spider-Man costume. It's all of these things combined that have resulted in how we approach Halloween now, how we experience it, or rather, how we don't seem to experience it, how we can't. In my survey, I got a lot of responses from people saying they just don't experience the Halloween magic anymore.
No,
That's
it's
why
gone.
they don't celebrate as much as they used to. It was so bad for one of my community members that they stated that Halloween is a melancholic day of watching a show or movie at night, pretending there's something to celebrate.
Oh, damn.
My heart goes out to them and everyone else that has experienced something similar to this, either in my survey or all the comment threads that I've seen. It shouldn't be like this. We deserve better. You deserve better.
We
To
deserve
me,
better.
Halloween at its peak is a cool, crisp autumn air.
Hell yeah.
Crunchy orange and red leaves all over the ground.
Roll me
Pumpkins
back
and skeletons everywhere you look.
to the
All the
days.
homes, a monument of self-expression. But most important of all, it's the feeling of being part of something. Everyone has their favorite aspects of the season, and unsurprisingly, in my survey, trick-or-treating and dressing up were what people were most excited about as children. And when I asked them what they now miss most about Halloween from when they were younger, when I asked them to share a profound memory, the majority's answers can be summed up in a single word: community.
Yeah, a sense of community. Let's go. Make Halloween great again. Make Ireland pay for it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it snowed on freaking Halloween. My god. Oh my god.
They miss celebrating the holiday with others. They miss the people they were with, friends and family that aren't around anymore. Celebrating Halloween can be good on your own, but it's best shared as a community. That's
Yes.
something that's unfortunately lost when we grow older.
I have
Something
no sense of
mentioned a lot
community
in the
anymore.
survey was people's recollections of class events. They shared with me their good memories, how much of an impact that had on them. Even people who didn't celebrate Halloween as children because of their parents felt involved during class activities.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember one of my own. One year in elementary school, we had a Halloween carnival thing outside the building where we could win prizes by playing games, or we could decorate a pumpkin to take home where parents could come in and take pictures of their kids in decorated photo op areas. That carnival was only held 1 year, and if my memory serves correct, it's because it was put together and funded by a bunch of college students. College students who probably felt what I talked about, how the spirit of the holiday isn't as strong as it used to be for them. So they wanted to put together a nice experience for kids. They wanted to give us a good memory, and they in fact did give that to me. But now there's no one to do that for me, or any of us. There aren't any events that are organized purely for us. Nothing like those communal class activities. That's a problem because we're social creatures.
And why?
We want to experience this stuff not just on our own, but with each other as well. The memories that people shared with me of putting all this effort into their costumes and feeling so good when others would compliment them. That's on top of the excitement of seeing everybody else's costumes too. They were accepted by their peers and thus were accepting of them. They were all together celebrating. And now, as many people have told me, they still celebrate, but they do it alone. They decorate a little and get dressed up, but they stay at home. There was this short
Lonely
CNN
Halloween.
opinion article that I was reading while researching this video that really stood out to me. It's called "Why Halloween Feels So Different This Year." and it goes over the author's own experiences with the topic. Given that it was written in 2021, it's surrounded by the context of the pandemic. And at the end, she says, "This pandemic was partly a warning, a stern reminder of being a fragile species on a fragile earth, that the candle we place inside the carved skull burns and then goes out."
But okay, but what are you gonna do? Live in fear for the rest of your life? You're just gonna live in fear now and not enjoy anything ever again? That's it, guys. The enjoyment of everything is over. Oh my gosh. There isn't a community because people don't have the time anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because people are working too much because they can't afford anything, and even though they're working too much, they still can't afford anything, so then we're getting depressed, and then that's a whole other thing. Crisis brings community. So then where's our Halloween? Where's our Halloween magic?
That really resonated with me, and it made me realize that life is too short to let things keep getting in the way of the type of happiness you want. Despite everything that I've said so far, the spirit of Halloween is still very much alive. It's just different now.
Different,
We,
but
as
like...
adults, experience it somewhat together online. We see other people's
What the heck? That was
costumes,
so cool.
friends, and strangers. And we even see content creators that specialize around the holiday. For those of us who still have that light inside, we all share the celebration online. For example, in my own community, I hold spooky Discord movie nights throughout October alongside a yearly tradition of watching Over the Garden Wall together. On my streams, I play horror games all month and even recently let my community help decorate my apartment. All of this is because I'm putting in that effort to help not only reignite, but keep that Halloween magic going for others and myself. And I encourage you to do the same. Reach out. Be the instigator. Find your community. Find your people to celebrate with. Heal your inner child in this way. Do things that you couldn't do when you were younger. Decorate in ways you've always wanted to decorate.
Look, okay, if I had the money, I would frickin' my house would be so Halloween autumn, you wouldn't, like, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. But this skeleton cat here costed $50. Okay? So I can't.
Celebrate now however you wish you could have in the past. Do
This whole room was $200.
I guarantee you that others around you also feel the same way. They've pushed those yearning feelings for Halloween down even further. And they just might need your help to feel those good feelings again. To feel like they're a part of a community, like they're part of something. To feel like they're a kid again. I'm gonna try to hold you to this by telling you to write down in the comments how you're gonna celebrate Halloween with others. What would be your ideal scenario? Because this is how we take back the spirit of the holiday. Not just for ourselves, but as a society. Because no matter what anyone says, no matter what gets in the way, there will always be people like us who love the holiday and just want everyone to experience the best Halloween they can experience. Because that just makes it all better for everyone. Thanks for watching.